You guys can't see it, but like I'm wearing a Golden Girls t-shirt. Anyway. Well, hello there. I'm Nusha, also known as Ferocious and Pretty Pens, and welcome back to my channel. It's been a little while since I've posted a video. Things have been kind of hectic, and also I needed a break from pretty much everything after the DC Pen show and before the DC Pen show, around the DC Pen show. Whatever. You know what I mean. I just needed a bit of a break. And so I just realized that I think today is the first day of fall, and I needed to post another 2023 fall fashions, color trends in your fountain pennings. All across the runways of Milano, Paris, London, New York. People are wearing these colors, and they should be in your fountain pens too, if you're fashionable, and even if you're not. I don't know. Anyway, I'd figure I'd come back, and this will be my first video back, and I'll get back to a regular schedule filming again as I go forward. But I have a lot of video ideas, so stay tuned. But I always say that. So am I reliable, and can you trust me? I don't know. Anyway, so with that said, I'm going to switch camera angles and show you my goodies, not those goodies. The color trends for fall. Here we go. Brace yourselves. So the last time I did this, I live swatched everything, and you got to see it in real time slash sped up time, and we're just not going to do that this time because ain't nobody got time for that. I already swatched the inks, and we'll go ahead and get started. And I'm covering it up because I don't want you to cheat. It's very climactic what we're doing here, you guys. So yeah. Anyway, so the 2023 fall color trends. The first color trend is chocolate. And I'll throw it up on the screen. This is where the inspiration came from. I'll link the article down below. I think it's from InStyle magazine or Vogue, or I don't even know. And my AC just went off, but I'm just going to keep filming, and hopefully the editing process will take the noise out. Now, the colors that I picked are similar to what you see on the screen, but I picked two very different chocolate colors. The first one is Robert Oster's Aussie Brown, and the second one is Waterman's Inspired Brown. I believe that I featured Inspired Brown on a Hits and Misses before, but these two, the Aussie Brown is slightly more yellow, and the Waterman is slightly more red toned. So whatever end of the spectrum you're on, I got you covered. Both of these shade really beautifully and are just lovely chocolatey brown colors. The next one is Clay. And this woman wearing her sweater vest, she looks so fancy. I did not realize sweater vests were back in. And if they never went out of style, I didn't know that either, and that's okay. The colors that I picked to represent this are Diamine's Autumn Oak and Callfolio's Cannelle. And I freaking love Autumn Oak. Autumn Oak is probably hands down one of my favorite colors by Diamine, and they have a ton of colors, so you know it's for real when I say that it's my boo. And it shades beautifully. It has a yellow to, I don't know, wooden orange color that it goes to, and I love watching it dry because it changes as it dries. And then the other one is Callfolio's Cannelle. Cannelle? I'm maybe pronouncing that wrong. If I am, feel free to correct me in the comments. But this is very pretty in that, again, you have two opposite ends of the spectrum. Something that is more of a warm tone terracotta clay, and something that is more of like a, I don't know, ghost, Patrick Swayze, Demi Moore kind of clay. terrible reference, but if you're old enough to know it, then you're cool in my book. So again, two very different ends of the spectrum to give you some inspiration for maybe things that you have in your collection. Now the next one is pepper red, and apparently I don't know how to spell pepper, but I didn't care. We're just going with it. And this was a trend in the summer as well, like hot red. And I love a bright, punchy on the eyeballs red. So I picked two slightly different tones of red. I picked more of a blue toned red, which is the Taccia Aka, and a more warm toned orangey red, which is Sailor Gentle's Aurora red, which is like hearth red or hearth fire red or whatever is the translation. But both of these colors, I'm not sure if it comes across on screen or not, but both of these colors have a tendency to sheen. So if you are a fan of sheen, I think you'll enjoy these a lot. And goes pretty well with the picture too of the fashion trend, I think. I think the Sailor Gentle goes a little bit more than the Aka red, or the Taccia Aka, which means red, does. Wow, I'm like tripping over all myself in this video. It's like I forgot how to do this. The next one is apricot. Delicious, out of season, but a color that is a trend. And as you can see, this is like kind of a pastel-y orange, and I didn't really take it that way. I literally went apricot and found inks in my collection that are apricot. Sailor Gentle apricot is a very pretty one, and it does have a sheen and it does shade. And I believe it's still available in their small bottles, I think, as is the Aurora red. And then the next one is a brand that I just became familiar with, Schneider, and it's the color apricot, again, the name of the trend. And this is more true, but more pinky than the actual fashion trend. But overall, very interesting ink. Schneider has a whole slew of different colors. I don't know a whole heck of a lot about the company, but I do believe they are a German company. Interesting facts and stuff that I made up, but I'm not 100% sure. I will link the Amazon listing that I purchased this off of, so if you're interested, you can go check it out there. All right, moving right along. The next one is olive green. Oh yeah. And I have two very different quote-unquote olive greens. The first one, there isn't a fall that is complete without Rohr and Klingner's Alt Gold Grün. And I just love how this shades. It's a lovely, slightly yellow, dusky green. Super pretty. And then the next one is from a brand called Wearingeul that I believe they're out of South Korea, and they have been pumping out inks like crazy for the last 6 months to a year, and this is one of the first ones that I bought from them, and it is a dirty olive green with a golden shimmer. If you're a fan of shimmers, I think you'll like this one. The golden shimmer just really adds to the dirtiness of the olive green underneath it. The next one is cobalt bleu, or blue. And I have two for this one. And again, I have a non-shimmer and a shimmer ink. The first one is platinum blue. I just love this blue. This came with one of the platinum pens that I bought. And I just thought, nah, blue is blue. But surprisingly, I really enjoy using this blue. For a mid-toned blue, it's surprisingly very punchy and very beautiful when written with, and it does have a little bit of sheen to it. The next one is Diamine Shimmertastic Cobalt Jazz, and I had a sample of this. I think I used it up by doing this little swatch here. As you can see, golden shimmer with a sheening blue base. Super pretty. Don't have a full bottle of it. Don't think I'm gonna get a full bottle of it, but I just wanted to show you something that I had access to. And I think that was the last one. Ta-da! And then let's look at these a little bit closer and maybe you can get a feel for the shimmer and the sheen on some of these inks. And please ignore the fact that my desk has ink stains all over it. I have yet to find a pad that is matte that I can film on top of, that I can put on my desk, that wipes clean. Like, these are all ink stains from recently. So if you guys have something that you have found that works for you, please share it, because I feel like a hobo showing you guys like my dirty ass desk that has like all sorts of stains all over it. Anyway, on that note, back to myself in the studio. And there you have it, the 2023 fall color trends per me for fountain pen ink. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video, and some of these inks you have in your collection, and maybe they're in the back there collecting dust, and you decide to pull them out and do stuff with them and things, like put them in your pens and write with them, because I'm all about not overspending, overbuying, etc. Use what you got. So hopefully some of these things are in your collection, and if they're not and something looks enticing to you, maybe wait until Fountain Pen Day, which is in November. I forget what day in November. I'll put it down here somewhere, the day that it is, where a lot of retailers have 10 to 15% off of their normally full-priced items, or your entire cart, or coupons, or whatever. So maybe if you can wait until then, you can get some new inks. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. And don't forget, keep writing. Test 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Just kidding. Only a little bit. It's been a while since I have posted a video. Yeah, I can't sing, so this will not be copyright striked. I doubt that Stained is ever going to hear that or see this, so I'm not too worried. And if you know, you know. And if you don't know, that's okay. Just Google it. You'll be fine, I promise.